The news on STV channel. I am Daniel Ekubu. Amidst the persistent neglect of the oil-rich Niger Delta region by successive governments in Nigeria, spokesperson of the Niger Delta Forum PANDEF, Dr. Christopher Obiwe Ominimini, has disclosed plans by the body to convene a coliseum of leaders of the oil-rich region, articulate views and take decisive steps geared towards getting the federal government to be more alive to its responsibilities to the impoverished people of the region. Dr. Minimini, who addressed journalists in Ughelli, Delta State Tuesday, said the continued exploitation of the God-given resources of the Niger Delta people to develop other parts of the country, while the region remains underdeveloped, has reached a crescendo, and leaders of the region will no longer fold their arms to watch the trend continue. He raised questions over the economic sabotage where the people can no longer farm to fend for themselves as a result of the devastating effect of oil spills, pointing categorically at the neglected Ogoni cleanup, the yet to be completed East-West Expressway, among others, saying successive governments in the country have only been paying lip services to the region.
Ogoni cleanup has come about for many years by the federal government. Have you seen anywhere they clean up in Ogoni? The answer is no. But ask Ogoni people whether anywhere has been cleaned up since they started. So, which means it is not a cleanup, it's a political cleanup. Because if it's a cleanup, by now we should have seen the progress report. The East-West Road, till today, is still work in progress. Since that time, they started that road to today, many years ago. In fact, we've had over 80 years past. The East-West Road is still work in progress. Hardly you can drive from Benin to Warri, from Warri to Ughelli, from Ughelli to Patani, from Patani to Port Harcourt, from Port Harcourt to Akwa Ibom, from Akwa Ibom to Uyo. Look at the road from Uyo to Calabar. It's extremely bad, it's not passable. So, in fact, my dear people, we are calling on the federal government to ensure that the East-West Road is fixed without delay.
He said it was appalling to see that while the Nigerian nation survives on crude resources gotten from the Niger Delta region, federal government neither makes significant contributions to the lives of the people nor make any tangible attempts towards developing the region, stressing that instead, they were busy channeling the resources of the region to other places where they use the proceeds to develop and empower their people at the detriment of the Niger Deltans.
Look at the Nigerian gas company. Look at the NUPROC. And look at every other parastatal concerning oil. There are so many. Only NNPC has over 20 subsidiaries. Our people are not there. So this is a pain to the people, to the leaders of Niger Delta. There are so many things against us. Look at the ports we have in Nigeria. We have the Sapele port, Niger Delta. We have the Cocoa port in Niger Delta. We have the Warri port in Niger Delta. We have the Onne port, the Port port. We have the Calabar port in Niger Delta. We have the Burundi port in Niger Delta. All these ports are moribund. For what reason? Just for to press down the people of Niger Delta. These ports I have told you about were built by the government because they saw the need for these ports to be there. But because of politics, to press down the people of Niger Delta, only Lagos port, only ports in Lagos are functioning. And it's even creating problem, for Lagos in terms of making people not to pass the road, creating traffic in Lagos. Therefore, we are calling on the federal government to make it as a matter of importance, as a matter of urgent importance, to open up the port in Niger Delta. In fact, For so many years, you have what we call the mini LNG plants. We have mini refinery. These mini LNG plants ought to be in Niger Delta. But instead, the Nigerian government has taken it as a point of duty to import fuel into Nigeria. When we have the crude oil here, that government can establish this mini LNG plant to give employment to our youth. The mini LNG plant can employ up to 600 people. The mini LNG plant can employ up to 300 people. Look at the gas project. We have a gas project called AKK, Ajakuta, from Niger Delta to northern Nigeria, and from there to other parts of the world. That project, the name Niger Delta, which is the source of the gas, is not mentioned. Instead, you have Ajakuta, Kano, Kaduna, and they don't have this gas. We are calling on President to consider at least 30 mini refinery and mini LNG plants in Niger Delta.
Ominimini, who described the deplorable situation as a genocide against Niger Delta people, queried the rationale behind destroying refining of crude resources by zone elements in the Niger Delta, instead of looking at ways to train and equip those persons to do better, whereas those engaging in illegal gold mining in the north are not being disturbed. He accused the federal government of playing double standards with the Niger Delta region by holding firmly to the crude resources of the region while allowing others harvest and control the process of their solid mineral resources, like gold, saying that except the federal government was ready to bring proceeds of all solid minerals to the sharing table, better allow the Niger Delta people control their oil and other resources.
There's what we call artisanal refinery. The artisanal refinery, we also have artisanal gold mining. The Nigerian Army destroys the artisanal refinery. What of the gold mine, artisanal gold mining? Is it not illegal? Why is Nigerian Army not destroying the artisanal gold mining, which is illegal? As far as they destroy coal fire or what we call artisanal refinery, and they should also destroy artisanal gold mining. If they don't want to destroy artisanal gold mining, we are telling them, therefore, the equity requires that they should stop destroying coal fire or artisanal refinery.
Speaking on the issue of 13% derivation, the PANDEF spokesperson said the federal government was yet to fully comply in that regard, as according to him, 13% ought to be calculated on total revenue and not just share the federal government alone, even as he hinted that PANDEF will meet soon to take firm decisions as to whether the 13% should continue to be given to state governors to manage or left for the communities being exploited. He specifically urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to mandate both the EFCC and ICPC to investigate where gas flood penalty funds were going to, while calling on governors in the region that were yet to set up commissions for the 13% to do so, which he said was the only way the fund could be accounted for by the people.
We have been advocating that the 13% is too small, to be given to the people of Niger Delta, because our ecosystem has been bastardized. We have diseases. The gas flaring is killing us. It is only in Nigeria you have massive gas flare of this magnitude. Everywhere oil is produced, this gas flaring. The gas is being converted to domestic and industrial use. But because the federal government collects revenue from this gas flare penalty, what we call gas flare penalty, from this oil exploration industry, they feel relaxed because they've gotten another source of revenue. Billions of naira have been paid to the federal government as gas flare penalty. We are questioning the government. They should show us anywhere in Niger Delta where they have used the gas penalty. They cannot tell you. So we are asking Mr. President, we are asking EFCC, we are asking ICPC to launch investigation into the gas penalty that have been paid by this IOC and oil exploration company to see where they have been diverted to. Because the purpose of the gas penalty is to ameliorate the suffering of the people of Niger Delta.
Ominimini, who lamented that the trends in the country today contravene the ideologies of the founding fathers of the nation, hinted that PANDEF shall mobilize and galvanize leaders of the region to take a stand on the fate of the region.
Therefore, we shall call an urgent meeting of all the leaders of this region. The governors, the senators, House of Rep, former minister, former dean, former traditional ruler. We shall ensure we meet and take a decision how we want Nigeria to be. Because this is not the country we negotiated for as independence. The country our people, our leaders negotiated for as independence is different from the country we are.
Be that as it may, Dr. Minimi and Moorish indigenes of the Niger Delta who find themselves in any positions of authority in the country to use such positions to bring succor to the people and develop the region. Enormous said people of other regions in the country have been doing to develop their areas and empower their people at the detriment of Niger Deltans that owns the crude oil being used for such developments. That is the size of the news bulletin. Tons of viewing. Always keep it with STV channel.